Daring Abroad, brought to you in partnership with Bank Diaspora Banking. Banking just like home.
He left the country in 2003 in pursuit of further studies in Uganda, and 20 years on, he is now running his very own construction company. This is the story of Amos Njuguna, and he is our main guest today. Also on the show, we will share how the diaspora can invest in real estate through Cooperative Bank. My name is Michael Zimanji, and here is what we have in store.
We take you to the Pearl of Africa, where three enterprising Kenyans are building a name for themselves in the construction sector.
The business environment in Uganda is quite good. The clients are well receptive.
Still in Uganda, stakeholders promote intra-regional tourism at the Pearl of Africa Tourism Expo 2023.
Let's market East Africa as one destination.
And on our back home segment, how the diaspora can identify sound property investments through Cooperative Bank.
We have had our diaspora customers as one of our biggest component of our customers.
With that out of the way, straight to Kampala.
It's been 11 years since Amos Njuguna Ndungu started his construction business, Bidi Sitewise, in Kampala, Uganda. Together with his partners, Amos has been at the heart of major construction projects in the Pearl of Africa.
We have three directors, all Kenyans. We have Anthony Kaberia, the head of human resource. He's the one that manages the workers and he day-to-day way of people working. And he's also into the financing, so he deals with that. He deals with the workers, and we all deal with that. Then we have Joseph Juno. He's our in-house engineer. He's the one heading the engineering department for the construction company, for the construction works. He does all the engineering go through. Myself, I'm the managing director. I run overall the company through the whole project. Overall, as a partner, as you know, we all have hand in every project. We are more than partners actually. We tend to not to operate in a partnership or directorship. It's more of brotherhood, because that is how we met. We met in a neutral ground and we all started humbly. And we've grown this company in a humble way. So we all run the same way, like a family. We all met here in Uganda, and we decided to venture into construction company. That's how we registered the company in 2012. Bidi Sitewise is dealing with the all-round, turnaround, turnkey projects for construction. So we can basically build your house and give you the key to enter your house. We can do any project on a turnkey level. So that is how we've reached so far.
Yes, be it residential, commercial or telecommunication, best believe Bidi Sitewise has its foot in it.
The business environment in Uganda is quite good. The clients are well receptive. The government has no strict measures that are hindering us. The tax body is not very strict, so when you have an arrangement with the tax body and you're able to pay your tax liability, you don't have issues that are going to encounter. So the environment is quite good. If the tax body can improve in Kenya, and they should not stop harassing people, especially the small starters, because when you're starting, you're bound to make some mistakes and you learn from it. So we have a lot of tax education here, which is good.
Speaking of the business environment in Uganda, the country prides itself as being one of the most conducive environments for foreign startups. The minimum capital investment for a foreign investor to be eligible to invest in the country across all sectors stands at $250,000 US, and $50,000 US for domestic investors. This, however, doesn't include those that compromise the country's security. Top sectors to invest in include oil and gas, agriculture, real estate, tourism, and manufacturing. This is partly what attracted Amos to Uganda back in 2003.
By the time I came to Uganda, I came for further studies. I joined Uganda when I came for my university degree. I came to study computer science. After I finished my Form 4 classes, I joined Uganda, one of the university here. That's where I did my bachelor degrees in computer science. After my studies, I never got any employment. By then, the computer science degree was quite new in the market, and the employer by then were very few. So I tried to look for a job here and there, and I couldn't get one. And I decided to venture into business. My business life started while I was still at the university level. I started by doing printing. I evolved from printing to other services until I found an opportunity or a green zone into the construction industry. And that is when we ventured into telecommunication services. That was our first entrance. We did telecommunication, we did fiber. By then it was when the 3G was coming into the market. So there was a lot of fiber laying all over the country. So that is how we started as a company.
Currently, Bidi Sitewise has cemented their brand here in Uganda, overcoming challenges along the way.
As you know, Uganda, sometimes the workforce is quite different. It is not well experienced. So we get challenge of getting some people who are hardy on their work, experienced workers. So we have to do a lot of in-house training so that we can get the people that we want to work with and the people that are going to deliver what we intend to deliver. So that is the first challenge that we encounter. Then on the market level, when we started, there was an issue because we are foreigners, so it was very hard to penetrate the market on that level. But as of late, we're good to go.
Even with this, Amos still insists that Uganda is the perfect place to be for any enterprising Kenyan.
As Kenyans, I would still say that since we are in the construction and real estate industry, I can still tell people to come and venture into the same industry here. It still has potential, it is still not exploited, and the land is still there. So if you want to do farming, you can still come here and do your farming. If you want to do your real estate, building and selling of houses, you can still come and do it here. We are doing it here. We are building apartments and we still sell them. The market is still there. On another line, we can do a lot of grains, food stuff, and some clothing. I also see some people doing a lot of clothing. So those are the lines that you can come and venture into. Since the farming here is quite good, I see a lot of people coming here to buy maize, beans, buy a lot of fruits, the pineapple and the watermelon, and taking them to Kenya.
Indeed, the son of Kinamba village in Naivasha, Nakuru County, has achieved a lot in his 20 years of daring in Uganda. And as we wind up his story, this is his parting shot on our Diaspora Bite segment. Diaspora Bite, brought to you by TapTapSend. Send money to Kenya from the diaspora by simply downloading the TapTapSend app today to get started.
Visit is the crucial part. Because when you visit, it is part of your study. You cannot venture into something that you don't know. So you have to do a lot of study out of it. So you visit. When you visit, you see something, you get an opportunity out of it.
Diaspora Bite, brought to you by TapTapSend. Send money to Kenya from the diaspora by simply downloading the TapTapSend app today to get started. Download and use the code Chams Media and instantly get a cash bonus on your first transfer.
What an inspiring story and a testament to what one can achieve with the right foundation and togetherness. Time for us to go on a break, but when we return,
Let's market East Africa as one destination.
Promotion of intra-regional tourism at the Pearl of Africa Tourism Expo 2023. Still ahead,
We have had our diaspora customers as one of our biggest component of our customers.
how the diaspora can identify sound investment opportunities with Cooperative Bank.
Greetings and welcome to AMG Waters Limited. My name is Martin Gethenji. I'm in charge of sales at AMG Waters Limited. I'm in one of our primest locations, only 30 minutes from Nairobi CBD, only 10 minutes to Thika Town, which means it's one of the favorite and best places for residential development. And that's a reason we've been able to sell out Juja Phase 1 all the way to Juja Phase 4. Where I am at right now, it's 60% sold at Juja Prime Phase 5. So become part of Juja Prime Phase 5 and part of this growing neighborhood by calling us today and be a smart investor.
Own your dream home for as low as 1.98 million Kenya shillings in Vipingo, Kilifi, and enjoy a flexible payment plan of 10% on signing of the letter of offer and the balance in equal monthly installments within 18 months. Supported by world-class amenities and infrastructure, our estates offer a unique, secure environment with a wide range of outdoor facilities. SMS Vipingo to 22365 or call us today on 0740 400 215. Terms and conditions apply.
You're watching Daring Abroad, brought to you in partnership with Coop Bank Diaspora Banking. Banking just like home.
Welcome back to the show. Now, Uganda recently held the Pearl of Africa Tourism Expo 2023, and our reporter Wanjiru Mwaura was there covering the event. Here she is, making her Daring Abroad debut.
Warm greetings from the Pearl. We are here at the prestigious Munyonyo Commonwealth Resort in Kampala, Uganda, the host of the Pearl of Africa Tourism Expo Poate 2023. This event brings together tourism stakeholders from all over the world to meet and network.
This year, we are delighted to welcome over 150 exhibitors, including tourism boards and associations from the regions, to interact with our local suppliers for the benefit of tourism. While the World Tourism and Travel Council projects that the global tourism sector is at 65% of the pre-COVID pandemic arrival, full recovery of the sector is expected in 2023 and beyond. Therefore, this year's Expo, Poate, the 7th edition, will not point to our recovery, but also highlight our readiness to host the tourism community once again.
Yes, the topic on recovery of the tourism sector was the spirit at the Poate 2023 that was held in Kampala in April. According to the UN World Tourism Organization, tourism is the world's third largest export commodity after fuels and chemicals, and in 2019, the sector accounted for 7% of global trade. It is therefore imperative that players in the sector work round the clock to restore the sector to its glory.
For a sector that contributed over 1.5 million jobs in 2019 and accounts for 2 in every 10 jobs, over 60% employment of women, the way of doing things could be much more streamlined to sustainable tourism.
Closer home, participants from the East African region have been encouraged to promote East Africa as one tourism destination. Uganda's Consul General to the Kenyan Coast, Ambassador Paul Mukumbia, believes that countries in the region should not compete for tourists.
When we work together, we all achieve more. It's not necessary for us to compete with one another. Let's continue working together. Let's market Uganda and Kenya as one destination. Let's market East Africa as one destination. Let's market Africa as one single destination. At the end of the day, we shall all benefit, and we shall grow the numbers, and we shall grow the economies of Africa.
Kenya was ably represented by tour operators from the Coast region and the chair of Association of Hotels Keepers in Diani, and Leopard Beach Resort General Manager Kiyoki Musyoki underscored the importance of participation of Team Diani in the expo.
The Ugandan market has become a very, very key source market for us as a destination, and specifically for destination weddings. If you look at the statistics from KTB, you will see that after the German market, Uganda comes a close number 2. So it's against that backdrop that we found it very necessary to be part of what is happening in this 1 week to continue strengthening our presence in Uganda.
The Kenya coast has got the beaches, mainly the beaches, to promote, and we see so many arrivals at the Kenya coast coming in to enjoy the beaches in Diani, in Watamu, and even in Mombasa. But then in Uganda, we have the tourism products like the mountain gorillas, the chimpanzees, adventure tourism in Jinja. You see that whereas we have these products, they are not at the coast. And Uganda does not have the beautiful beaches that the coast has. So this calls for complementarity, so that we promote joint promotion of these products, so that when a tourist, for example, comes to the Kenya coast, to enjoy the beaches, they can extend their itineraries to Uganda to enjoy the mountain gorillas, to enjoy the Kampala nightlife, the cultural tourism at, for example, the Ndere Center, and the adventure tourism. These are complementarities which we need to develop, and at the end of the day, we all benefit. Uganda benefits, Kenya benefits, and even the tourists benefits because of a rich itinerary, which they wouldn't have seen if there is not this complementarity.
Uganda Airlines Entebbe Mombasa route has been seen by stakeholders as a key enabler of the efforts to market Kenya and Uganda destinations as one package.
Any tourism destination is only as good as its access. And therefore, for any destination to flourish, it is important that air transport is well catered for. As Uganda Airlines, to ensure that a reliable link exists between Uganda and the region and Africa and the world. Uganda Airlines is the only carrier that is offering non-stop flights between Entebbe and Mombasa. At the moment, 3 times weekly.
Mombasa is a very important route for us. With time, we have seen a very big increase of tourists from Uganda coming into Mombasa for the beach holidays. And then we also have the port of Mombasa, where we have a lot of business travelers coming in from Uganda, coming to do business at the port. And from the time of inception, we have seen these numbers grow.
Before the Uganda Airlines started these operations from Mombasa, one had to go through Nairobi in order to come to Entebbe, and that could take you a whole day. But with the introduction of Uganda Airlines direct flights from Entebbe to Mombasa, it now takes you just about 1 hour and 20 minutes to travel from Entebbe to Mombasa and from Mombasa to Entebbe.
I would urge the international tourists who've not been into Kenya and Uganda to come and try it out. It's worth the experience. And also for the Kenyans who've not been to Uganda, it's something they need to put in their bucket list. Yeah, and for the Ugandans who've also not been to Mombasa, they need to come and experience the beach.
From Munyonyo, Kampala, Uganda, I'm Wanjiru Mwaura.
Many thanks, Wanjiru Mwaura, for that amazing story. What a debut. We're looking forward to more stories from you. Time now for our Back Home segment. And today, how can the diaspora identify sound investment opportunities in the real estate sector through Cooperative Bank?
Back Home, powered by Cooperative Bank.
The diaspora is heavily investing in Kenya, and one of the sectors that is benefiting is real estate. Can you tell me what is the status of the real estate market here in Kenya with regards to the diaspora?
Kenyans and different people outside there are looking for properties. One, they are looking for properties from one hand, and on the other hand, they are looking at how can they be financed. So the bank came in to fill that gap, to be able to offer the financing, flexible financing depending on what one is doing, whether they're employed, they're in business.
Yes, but it goes without saying that the sector has experienced some fair share of challenges, especially the diaspora. So can you tell us what challenges does the diaspora experience when it comes to investing in real estate in Kenya?
There's lack of reliable information. There are many players in the market, and some of them cannot be relied upon. If the information is not reliable, even the cleanness of that deal may not be relied upon. Some of these customers may be buying a property in a certain place and have been told maybe it's land. Where is that land? And those customers are not in the country. Secondly, if there are promises of services, for example, for that land, how sure are they that those services will be offered at the end of the day? The third issue basically is the long and intransparent process. And because of that, then somebody can easily take advantage of them. So they end up putting in money, but the property that they were buying is not delivered to them as they expected. The next challenge is management of this investment. Somebody has bought, it's a property, maybe they bought it for rental purposes, and they have a tenant as they begin, somebody is managing for them. Sometimes they are not able to get value out of it because maybe even the rent is not remitted to them. The other challenge maybe they face from here is basically the cost of financing here compared to where they are.
So as an interested party, what is Cooperative Bank doing to address these challenges?
We started what we call a property hub, a one-stop shop that one can be able to come in to be able to select different properties that are reliable because they have been verified that in the bank's books somebody can be able to buy, and they will not have any issues with those properties. If somebody goes to the goodhome.co.ke, is able to get all properties that are available for offer, either the residential properties, where they are commercial properties, where they are plots, and in the same shop somebody is able to see the mortgage products that are on offer. As a bank, all the properties that we are offering for sale are properties that most of them we are the ones who have constructed together with developers. So they have very clear management companies that are managing them, so you are sure of the maintenance of your property. And if you don't want them to collect the rent directly, we can give you payment solutions that the tenant can be able to pay directly to your account in CoBank. And with that, then you are safe because nobody will be able to access your account. As a bank, we have a product that we are locally calling it Nyumba Bila Kiulizo, that you can be able to buy a property that we are holding here, and immediately you sign the seller agreement, you're able to transfer to pay that money, disburse your mortgage, give you access to that property now, almost immediately, for you to be able to start getting value for your investment. So if it's rent, you're able to start getting rent as we do the other process. Remember the other legal process that we are saying takes longer. The impact has been very evident and that it can be seen. As a bank, we have had our diaspora customers as one of our biggest component of our customers. They have participated in most of our events. We've been able to offer them financing tailored to them because, of course, we understand the challenges that they are facing. And that has had a very great impact to the customers because most of the customers that could not afford a home are able to be housed in their own house. Those ones who did even own land, they're able to own land because they're able to pay slowly within a certain period. And of course, the economy is able to expand.
So, as we wind up, what advice would you tell anyone in the diaspora wishing on investing back home?
Anyone there thinking about investing, think about CoBank. We'll be able to sort you and ensure that your investment is well protected and you have a good deal and a good investment to be proud of even in the years to come.
Cooperative Bank. We are you.
That story brings us to the end of the show today. But before we wind up, Chams Media, in partnership with Woven Link Africa, is proud to bring you a media production work-based mentorship program that is set to take place from July. Come learn from our years of experience traversing the globe, producing content, and you shall learn a lot. If you want to sign up, kindly register with the link that is being displayed on your screen. And with that, we are done. See you next time.
Daring Abroad, brought to you in partnership with CoopBank Diaspora Banking. Banking just like home.